All right, what's up, everybody? So, I wanted to real quick post a video because I couldn't find it on YouTube, but I was able to find it through a little bit of research. Zoning. So, a lot of people are wanting to do things like have no offline rating, and I've seen a few people on TikTok like live able to do this, and I wanted to share how we can do it. And this is just going to be video one. It's going to be basics. We're going to show you how to place your zone, find your spot where you want to put it down. I will share screenshots of all the commands that you're going to need because they're actually not on the command list right now. You have to enter these in manually. You can enter them on your phone or laptop, so you don't have to actually do it on console. I recommend trying to do it on the PC. The only thing I would do is the first one we're going to do, where we find our spot that we want to make our center of our zone. So I've made mine over there, but I've experimented with it and made it invisible and all that good stuff. This one we're going to do a little different. We're going to show it to you. Ka-chow! It's going to be like just a setup and everything else. So right here, so we found our base. So you've got a team on here that wants to put a base down. They registered, they're like, we don't want to be offline. So we're going to set up an area where you can't raid it, but you can still PvP. We can't really show that because it's just me, myself, and I. But we're going to show you not being able to raid it. So first, I'm going to show you guys what we're looking at here. It's going to be zones. I got to look at it for myself too. Custom zones. Custom zones. Woo. So we're looking at zones dot create custom zone. Now you see it's like 1 through 9, well 0 through 9. It's going to show you, that's going to be the different settings we're going to need for our custom zone. They number it just to make it easy to figure it out. So what we're going to do first is I want to find where I'm at on the map because we got to figure out our position. So we're going to go to favorite. Always favorite these. I usually keep some of these. You get up to 30, but all right. So we're going to find where we're at on the map. And we've got our position. So we're going to want it set up to where we can still PvP, but we cannot be raided. Okay, it's not going to make it a safe zone, but it will make it to where, you're online. I'm still working out the kinks. I've seen people have um where, like, if somebody's online, they can't be rated until, online you can be, but when people who are tied to the TC get offline, like, it protects the base. I don't know. Then I've seen people who are more active and they're like, the first hour or so your base is up, you're protected from being raided, stuff like that. So, however you want to do it, I'm sure there's going to be some Discord bots that come out that will help. A lot of them you have to pay for, so it makes it ridiculous. Ideally, we would be building a base right here. So we're going to enter a custom one. So I'll put it on there. So it's going to be zones dot create custom zone. So the first one is going to be our name. So we want to get our parentheses right here. I think that's what those are called. I haven't been in English in a long time. And we're going to name it. This is just going to be test 1. And the number 1 is going to be the position. This is going to be our coordinates we just got. So this is going to be our... And I'm probably just going to actually fast forward and show you guys on the screen the 1. All right, so we got 38.9. All right, so the number 2 is going to be... It says rotation, which I honestly don't know. The example that they give in here is 45 degrees, so I've just been honestly going with that. So, now, next, we're gonna do in 3 is gonna be box. Number 4 on there is gonna be your size. Now, the example they give is a pretty big one. It's 225. We're gonna do something kind of simple and just do all 100s. It's a little weird, and you can play with the shape whenever we go over editing it. But number 5, which is the next one, is enable PvP. So we're gonna do 0 if we do not want PvP, and 1 if we do want PvP. And since we're only going to do raid protection on these bases, we're going to do 1 so that they can get door camped. You can, what you call it. The next one, number 6, is just if NPCs can do damage. So this would be heli, or if you put a base down close to a road and sometimes a scientist comes in and they're kind of like close to your base. We are going to do that because, if you take heli, you should be able to die. You shouldn't get immunity from heli. The next one on there, number 7, is radiation. This we're not going to use for obviously, bases or anything. This would be if you wanted to make your own custom monument. Maybe you wanted to make a locked crate that's locked up somewhere, but you get slow radiation, so you have to have radiation protection, stuff like that. But we're not going to use that. The next one is what we're definitely going to need, which is number 8, which is building damage allowed. Now, since it's going to be base protection, we're going to do 0. And then, last but not least, are they allowed to build? Now, ideally, because somebody's going to want to build and you're going to want to upgrade your base and put turrets down and everything else, for when raiding is going on, you're going to want to hit 1. We get confirmation. You see here. So now you can see on the screen. I'll go through everything. You got custom zones. That's going to be same. Your parentheses, your name, which is number 1. Your coordinates, your name is 0. I don't know why they started with 0. Name is 0. Number 1 is your map position. Number 2 is the rotation. I guess we can play with that and see. I don't understand it. But then you have the shape, which is number 3, which is where we put box. The size of the box, which we put in number 4. We are enabling PvP, so number 5 is a 1, followed by a 1 for NPC damage, followed by the 0 for no radiation damage, followed by the 0 for no building damage, and lastly the 1 because we are going to allow building. So, there we go. You can see. So 100 by 100 is a pretty decent simple square. And you can see you left zone test 1, and then it'll tell me you have entered zone test 1. So obviously, once helis are introduced, you would want to give it more of a height. But now, if we are, I'm gonna skip ahead and we're gonna put a little base down. And there we go. All right. So we build this. I left it wood just to kind of emphasize, but we should not be able to rate this. Uh-oh. Well, kids, that doesn't make sense, does it? Reddit. I'm stupid. Players can always damage their own building. Oh, God bless America. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay. So we fixed it and we unauthorized ourselves. I'm gonna show it right here on the screen. It clearly points out that players can always destroy their own structures. So silly me. Take two. Boom! I swear to God. What the fuck? I'm not authorized. Oh, or is it because it's my own? I bet you it's because I built it. Is it because I built it? I bet you it's because I built it. I bet you it's because I built it. It's because I built it. Now, there we go. And boop. Okay, there we go. So we went and got on a different account and built this so we could show how we are. Ooh. All right, so now, because apparently you can, even if you build it and unauthorized. See, we did not build this. We didn't do anything. It's like blah, 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 blah. All right, so we've got it now. I thought I was gonna be wrong that time. Hold on, let me hit the door because the door is the first thing going. Look at that. Yeah, look at that bad boy right there. Yep. See, full. Bam. Ray protection. That bad boy right there, baby. So we don't have to worry about that. See? But I'm going here. There we go. Click in here. You see my lovely wife is sleeping. She's gonna be our guinea pig. We left PvP on, if I remember correctly. We're about to find out. Look at there. It also shows our kill feed that I give you guys. See there? You like that? Here's the kill death ratio, all that good stuff. But you can see nothing. I also don't think the fire yet. So no damage at all. So check that out. So that's pretty cool. Now, let's say that it's that time of wipe and you are ready to allow raiding. See, that's simple as well. We'll put it on the screen. They have a edit. So we have a creating. Now we have an editing part of it. Now this is going to be a little bit different because you have to edit things like one at a time. You can't put in the very long one like we did in the other. And that long one we had earlier, we can't put that up anymore. Now it's going to be a little bit shorter, but it's easier So we'll show you by first doing the raid one in boom from true to false. So now we put it to false, and yep, that takes out that. So guess what? Now it's done. It's raid day. And you want to disable all of it. You can go to you. Like I said, I would do it on the PC or your phone and just. Oh, what? Your boy might have lied. Okay, so you got to do it the other way. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we turn that on. Now we should be able to. Pew! There we go. And then the basic variable. Now let's say we want to delete it. Look at there. Alright, so there. So now if you want to remove it, see, you can't find that on there. I figured that out myself. So now zones dot delete custom zone, and then the name of the zone will actually delete the zone completely. Pretty dope. But that is part one. That's the basics. I'm gonna put that on there. You guys mess with it yourself, play with it yourself. You can change the color of the circles. You can do spheres. But like I said, I didn't see any videos on YouTube on it, so I wanted to real quick throw a real fast, real easy to find video, so that way if it helps somebody, because it took me a while to figure all this out. But definitely check it out, like, subscribe. We're gonna check it out ourselves and play with it, and part two should be up as soon as I found out some more cool stuff. Our server is a PvE with PvP weekends. Now that I have this, we'll do probably like one, maybe 2 weekends out of the month. We'll do a raid weekend. Scared the shit out of me. I do the events each week or so. We change up the event, and you guys can vote in Discord what event you want to do. As you can tell, because the Halloween event just scared the shit out of me. You guys come check out the server. It will be wiping at the end of this month. I like to do till the end of the actual month, so it won't be tomorrow. Let's do it at the end of the month. Helps them work out all the kinks, because there's a lot of kinks that usually happen on wipe day. So most custom servers are down for most of that day anyways. So make sure, like, I'm gonna come out with part two as soon as I find out some more about this cool zoning stuff. And let's get some online raids going.